It's not really been a year of good news, has it? Our expectations when we turn on the TV or when we check the news on our phone, those expectations aren't very high. And even when it feels like there is some good news, this year it's felt that it's often been followed by another setback. Safe to say that much of this year has been a year of sadness and of setbacks. Wouldn't take much for this Christmas to feel like the most wonderful time of the year. But I've got some good news for you this Christmas. It's not new news, it is good news, and it's not only good, it's great news. We jump into the book of Luke, into chapter 2, and we see that the angels are announcing the arrival of Jesus to the shepherds, and their initial reaction is great fear, but their great fear turns to great joy. Listen to what it says in Luke 2, verse 10. And the angel said to them, "Fear not, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all people." Good news of great joy. It's not just a little bit of joy, it's not just a portion of joy, it's not just a little drop of joy, it's great joy. What is that news? Well, verse 11 tells us, "For unto you is born this day, unto you and to me is born this day in the city of David a Saviour who is the Christ the Lord." What is this good news of great joy? Jesus is Saviour. He deals with our greatest failures. He came to save us from our sin and secure our eternity. Have you sought that forgiveness from him? He longs to save you and forgive you. Jesus is Christ. He fulfills our greatest longings. He is the long-expected, long-anticipated ruler king who has come to deliver and save his people. Jesus is Lord. He is the great God. He's come to rule and to reign over us with peace and justice and kindness and faithfulness. That is good news of great joy for you and me. And it's not just good news for some people. It's not like listening to the news this year and hearing about how other parts of the country have got to be in level 0, level 1, whilst Glasgow has been in level 3 and 4. It's good news that applies to all people. It applies to everyone. It's good news of great joy. It's joy that doesn't fade even when we might be tempted to fear. It's joy that doesn't just end when we enter the new year. It isn't dependent on how we feel, but on what Jesus has done for us and what he has promised to us. The night before Jesus died, he was speaking to his disciples, to those closest to him, and he called them to abide, to rest, to stay, to remain in his love and follow him. And he said, this is what the result of that would be. "These things I have spoken to you," John 15:11, "that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be full." That's the kind of joy that Jesus brings. Full joy, great joy. Joy to the world, the Lord is come, let earth receive her King. So I pray that your heart and my heart will prepare him room this Christmas and experience the exceedingly great, full joy that can only be found in Jesus.